Hello, and welcome to today's topic. And the topic is how to, what to do after you have received, you have been to a phone meeting, with the GM. There are some general things that will apply for I mean, these recommendations will be good for everything, for many things, but I'm using them now especially in the context of those who have been to GM's phone meetings. And it can be used in general for people who have gotten a very powerful initiation, though GM doesn't use these words. Sometimes she can use the word presence. That is the maximum. Ramana, he used the word grace, the divine grace or the grace of the master. He often used the grace of the master. And so it is possible to get very good results on your own, because the real master is inside, is awareness that is inside, basically. So you can get grace from there, or help or support or presence. I don't know how you want to call it. These are only words. And words are just like, the sign of, let's say, Los Angeles is not the same as the city. The road sign. Or the name Los Angeles is not the same as the city. I have lived there, so I know what it is. So, let's say you have been fortunate enough to come to a phone meeting. It's important that the soil is fertile, that you are receptive. That is very important. Same like a woman, she can be fertile or not fertile. She can become pregnant or not pregnant depending on maybe the health, maybe the stress level, or sleeping patterns and vitamins, etc. There can be many reasons. Some trauma, some stress, some fears, and so on. Maybe she can go on bicycles, riding up and down and shouting and jumping and drinking some herbs which are not supposed to drink, and then the pregnancy will not last. Yeah. So the same is when you plant a seed, you must take care of the seed. You must water the seed. You must give sunshine. You must give nutrition to the seed. You must maybe give some natural fertilizers such as cow dung, etc. Yeah. Horse manure. So you must take care of the seed. In the beginning, it might be fragile. So I would say when you meet somebody in the quality of Ramana, Nisargadatta Maharaj or GM, just being in their presence, even online presence, but especially if it's a live presence, if they see you, if they look at you, if they are in the same room, but even just if they think of you, and if you are in the same phone call, it also works, like with GM now. Then just their presence, they are like huge sun. The sunshine, the sun. And they see you as one with them. They don't see you as different. So they see you as the same as them. So just being in the presence is the best medicine. And many have said that. Ramana said that being in the presence of somebody who is realized is the best medicine, is the best way. And also Nisargadatta Maharaj, he said that, and the whole Indian tradition is very much built around that. And in many traditions in the world, indirectly or directly. So, a very powerful, I would call it, seed is sown. GM might call it her presence, though she doesn't speak about it much, almost never. but I can feel it and I know it. So many people, they feel immediately very deep meditation, a very deep peace and silence. It is the consciousness is awakened. Yeah. So the whole teaching of GM, her book and the audios, is to awaken your consciousness and for you to wake up totally, like a medicine, you can say, to cure the mental diseases that we have. We can call them block, or basically more like believing in untruth. Yeah, we don't have to believe in the truth. It's enough that we stop believing in the untruth. That should be enough. But believing the truth is also a very good antidote. It's a good medicine. And there are certain things we should not do. That's very important. Instead of thinking what we should do, we should very much focus on what we should not do. You know? So we shouldn't be closed. We shouldn't be thinking. We shouldn't be distracted. We shouldn't be unserious. Or you can say, close your eyes, be open and be serious. Tune in. Tune in to the magic, to the presence. That we can also say. Like the minus and the plus approach is sort of, it is the same. It amounts to the same. So when you're being there, usually you get a deep peace. Quite many people have even said that some diseases have gone away, that back pains which have been there for like 40, 50 years, it has gone away, become healed. So many people say like these things, but GM, she never speaks about healing. She would maybe say that when you relax, then your stress goes away, and that could affect the physical body. That's maybe how she would say it. I don't know, I have not asked her. Just guessing. You can ask her if you come and meet her one day. So, people feel a very powerful healing presence. But I would say more like this, healing the soul or healing the spirit, or she calls it consciousness. It comes back, it becomes free, it comes back to the source. The poisons and the toxins goes away. So what can you do to water it afterwards? And I would say try and study her teachings as much as possible. If somehow you don't really, it doesn't work well with your taste, take Nisargadatta Maharaj, his teachings, or Ramana's teachings, or some old scriptures. If you are from India, maybe you know Ribu Gita, Ashtavakra Gita, Avadut Gita, like that. Or if you're from South India, Guru Vachaka Kovai, or something like that. So there are some old scriptures, which could work well. You can find them online, even audiobooks for free in English. But I would recommend to try first and see if you can stick to GM's teachings, and then you can add something else if you want. And if you come from other traditions, Meister Eckhart or Rumi, in Christianity and Islam, they could work well for you, maybe. A Course in Miracles, maybe. I've not tried. But they are like some kind of oneness teachings, which helps you to go beyond the illusion and see the unity and oneness of everything. So I would recommend, first of all, to try GM's teachings. They're very, very simple. They're sort of like this. There is only one reality. That is the non-dual reality. And that is the truth, and that is the infinite love, light, and peace, and that is you. And from that level, you have never been born, you are never died, and nothing has really happened, and nobody really acted, not even you did anything. Everything is just fresh. So that is, and then there is the outer world and the body, and the dualistic world, or she calls it the dream, or the show, the movie. That's actually inside us. That's actually consciousness. Even modern science, it says that. They got Nobel Prize for proving that there is no outer reality. In fact, that is the truth. When you go deeply down, when you are totally relaxed, you will see it. You'll actually see it. It's just a projection. of the mind, of the consciousness. It just appears to be like that. There is only consciousness. That's the truth. So that helps you to realize this and to get rid of your old attachment that we have inherited from society, from culture, from the parents, from the upbringing, from the books. All people who are living in a dream, in an illusion, in suffering and pain. They don't have limitless love, joy, and peace. They don't see the world as it is. So that's one thing. And then, so I could recommend you to really listen to a lot of GM's teachings. Sometimes I have done it like 50 hours a week. And I know some people who put it in the night. So when they wake up in the night for like 1 minute, half minute, immediately they get into that. And they will start to remember and remember more and stay in the truth. And the truth is totally healing. So that is one thing which is very beautiful and powerful. And the other thing is to be in meditation. And Nisargadatta Maharaj, she said, just be beyond consciousness, or go beyond consciousness, beyond creation and duality. And Ramana, he said, just hold on to the feeling of I am, but I would even say beyond I am, to put your consciousness beyond I am, to the mother of I am, beyond that, behind that. That is sort of, that I am is the portal, and beyond I am, that is the reality. And the GM, she says, close the eyes and know the peace within. But when I ask her more, she can say like that. But she said, and know the peace within. Within, she means beyond creation, beyond duality. So it actually means the absolute. So you can say, close the eyes and lose yourself, melt, merge, disappear into the absolute, or the non-dual. There is no up and down, no left and right, no you and I, no creation and non-creation. It's just this state which is very similar to your sleep. So try and remain there as much as possible when you meditate. And then after some time you do it more when you are awake. And then, so that's one thing, to study wisdom, get rid of illusion, or you can say untruth, I would call it. It's not illusion, it's untruth. And stop believing in that. That's an amazing thing. What can you lose by that? And then to merge in silence, in peace, in non-duality, in the absolute, and stay there. Park your car, sort of there. Park your consciousness. Number 3, that is what Ramana called grace. What GM calls presence. The presence of a realized. And that is what happens in the phone calls, and in the, even when GM, she texted me the first time, poof, it was like heaven and nirvana just within less than a second, for maybe 12 hours, 24 hours. So that's called a presence. She only thinks of you, that's enough. But that's very easily available in the phone calls, half an hour every Saturday, or maybe once a week, maybe once a month if you don't have time. You can visit in whenever you like. You can be maybe half the meeting if you have a very busy schedule, but better to be half an hour. And then the most powerful is to be in her presence in the retreat. So just to regularly come to these Saturday meeting until your consciousness has totally stabilized within. This is not something you must do your whole life. You just do it until you have totally stabilized within, and GM has done her work. Just like a surgeon, he just needs to remove maybe something inside and repair it, and his job is gone. You don't have to live in the house of the surgeon forever. He's just doing a job and it's over. Same with the GM. She does her job. She is an awakening surgeon, I would call her. So just make use of her, because she is you and you are her. She is the source, she is one with the source, so she doesn't see you as different. So when she helps you, she helps herself. We can say like that. Words are only words, of course. Any word will always have some untruth to it. You can never really express the truth in words. You can come very close, you can have it as pointers. And if you really choose to try GM, I would recommend you to do it at least for a year. You can maybe take 6 months, you can maybe take 3 years, but it's not like you have to try forever, your whole life. But give it a fair chance for some time and do it very consistently. I would call it like, you can maybe say 3 months or 6 months, but I would call it a year. 1, 2, 3 years. Give it a fair chance. And go very, very deep. And try to come to a retreat in India. Everything is free with her. So that is what I really could recommend anybody. And if you keep on reading and studying so many things which is totally the opposite of what she says, within that maybe 1 year, that will only be, going downwards. So that will just make it more difficult. And a beautiful thing about Nisargadatta Maharaj, he just said that he had a teacher called Siddha Rameshwar Maharaj. So he said, Siddha Rameshwar, his master, told him, you are the source, you are the absolute. And then Nisargadatta said, yes, sir. Why should you doubt a person who is realized? You must doubt your mind, the peoples around you who are full of fear, who don't see reality, who are not one with the source, who are not endless love and joy and peace, totally. These you should question and doubt. And your own thoughts and so-called mind and ego, we should doubt that. Why don't we do that? They are just like thieves. How should we doubt the supreme truth? So it's best to be like Nisargadatta, who's saying, yes, sir. Or you can say to GM, yes, GM. Or yes, madam, yes. Or yes, doctor, awakening doctor, surgeon, GM. Or a master, or you call her what you like, spiritual teacher. Or she can be just your super surgeon. These are just words, just become a friend and let her guide you. She does it for free. She does it with great love, so much compassion. So these will be my recommendations to you. But still better, you ask her what are her recommendations. But the problem is, sometimes she just smiles and she doesn't answer. So I don't smile, I answer. At least from my level of understanding. And she encouraged me to share, just sharing from my heart. I don't know if one person will look at me or 1 million. I don't know if everybody will listen to me and take it seriously or nobody. I don't know. I just share from the heart, okay? So if you need to talk to me or write to me something regarding the preparation for coming to GM or the calls like that, feel free to contact me. I will always try to put my contact information below the video. Okay, take care. Bye. See you next time.